Yeah. And how about your
No, I'm good. Thank you very much.
There is wine too over here.
I'm fine. Thank you so much.
Light or
Which is your okay?
whatever.
Well, if you're not there.
Is that right?
Over here. That's true. That's true. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So that's your.
Can I just say something briefly?
One thing I learned all kind of beer, you're trying to get drunk.
Folks, I'm going to come around with these hors d'oeuvres as the night goes, as well as some. I have water and I do have some wine and oh, just the music. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm just gonna come over with some hors d'oeuvres. As far as I have wine and some beer, and I do have, like I said, soda pop and water. So I'll make sure these get around if you've already sat and you didn't have a chance. So we're gonna actually start soon, but I'm gonna just so you know, I'll make sure you get this these treats up here. Okay? All right. Just wanna make sure.
Good taste. Oh, this is a Dutch beer. Right, this is Dutch. Okay, it is Dutch, yeah. But the best. Absolutely, I agree.
Just what to do, let's walk. Let's just walk. Don't have to talk.
We can dance? Yeah.
All around the world, you be my girl. Let's walk. Now, stiff leg Louis and Alakazam. Always doing that blues. And thank you, ma'am. Let's walk. Let's just walk. Don't have to talk. Mama, we can just walk. All around the world, you'd be my girl. Let's walk. Let's go walk. Walk hand in hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dallas and Wayne.
Hey!
Good evening, welcome to Dance and Swing and Such. My name is Randy. I'm going to be your host, your DJ, your sound man. I may even clean up the tables afterwards.
And Rebecca's father.
Yeah. Oh, and I am Rebecca's father.
Yeah.
Which is why I will also probably be cleaning up tables afterwards. Brought some friends with me tonight. We are all, you guys come on out. Come on out. We are all dancers of one sort or another. Teachers, instructors, competitors in many different forms of dance. Country dance, a little ballroom I think we have here. Hustle, and more importantly, what we're going to focus on tonight is called West Coast Swing. It's a form of swing dance, and we are all West Coast swing dancers. With me tonight is Dallas, Susie, Kathy, Suzanne, Wayne, and Cindy. And we'll tell you a little bit about them as the evening goes on. You guys can relax now. All right. We're going to take you to a swing event where you can see how the competition goes. In fact, we're going to put you to work because you are going to be the judges. First, we'll tell you a little bit about West Coast swing. Swing started popularity in the 20s out on the East Coast. It was called the Savoy. Then it kind of became known as the Eastern swing. Now, this is an abridged history of West Coast swing. About the 30s or 40s, a guy named Dean Collins moved to California because he wanted to get into movies. So he was very good at the Savoy style. He took that with him. People out west were doing a kind of swing called the whip or Western swing. They liked what he was doing, so he showed them that. And out of that, West Coast swing kind of grew. The main difference, or one of the stories about why West Coast swing became West Coast swing, was, how many of you know what the jitterbug is? The Lindy Hop? That's a form of swing. That actually came kind of before, or as West Coast swing was coming about. They say that the Savoy style moved more to East Coast style of swing in World War II because it was easier to do. The guys went overseas, were listening to the big band music as they can, and they were teaching people overseas that. They say that's how swing got popular overseas, was our guys going over there during World War II. So anyway, West Coast swing, Hollywood liked that this dance was popular, especially with the big bands going, and the East Coast, and the Lindy, and the Savoy, so they wanted to get it on film. The problem was, as you know, with jitterbug and East Coast, it kind of goes around in a circle. And we'll show you a little bit of that in a moment. And that's hard to film. So they developed this slot dance called West Coast swing. Now, if I could get, I need some East Coasters. How about Dallas and Kathy? All swing dance primarily is based on 6 counts. It's where you put those 6 counts, and usually 4 of those are syncopated. So, show us the basic step of the East Coast swing. So what they're doing is 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. That's the basics of all types of swing dance. Shag, imperial swing, East Coast, Lindy. Okay, ladies. Let's see if I actually got a West Coast song. Here.
East Coast. East Coast.
An East Coast song. I had one earlier. Well, this is more. Maybe this will. We work it out. Now remember that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 rock step. So there's a little East Coast swing.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's kind of tough for a camera to catch those people doing it. So they took a little bit of the Savoy style, and they mixed it with the whip style from California, or Western swing, and they came up with a slot dance, which is what is now West Coast swing. So let me get Wayne and Suzanne. Now, the West Coast is a little more involved, because not only are you going to keep those steps going, I want you guys to come this way so you kind of, there you go, right there, that's good, that's good. It also has 6 basic patterns that you have to learn. The hard thing about knowing West Coast is that after the first pattern that you'll see, the guy and the girl don't do anything the same. Their footwork and everything is different. The first pattern is called a sugar push. Go ahead. 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So it's like a backwards East Coast, right? The second one is called a right side pass. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. The third one's called a left side pass. The fourth one is called a tuck turn. Fifth one, oh, come up here a little bit. We have a little trouble so we can see here. A little bit more even. And then there are two parts of the basics that take 8 counts. It's just because somebody has to get around somebody off, do a 360 around someone, so you need a couple more beats. First one's called a whip. And the second one's called a basket. Thank you, guys. Now, we're telling you all this because this is stuff you should be looking for because you'll be judges. Okay, we want you to know the dance so you can judge. Right now, I'm going to ask Dallas and Susie. The problem is that you're not going to see much of those 6 patterns that you just saw. You're going to see variations. For example, through the right side pass, as dancers get more advanced, they put variations in. So for example, now if she were to do a left side pass, oh, that's a good right side. She can put a rolling spin into it. The leader can also give her time to play, or can play himself, or herself. Thanks, girls. Thanks.
Yeah.
Swing today has grown to an international dance sport. There are conventions and competitions and events all over the country, all over the world. Many of us were at a national event just recently in Lake Geneva. That was 3 weeks ago. Then several of them went to DC, I believe. And Jam.
That was before. It was Swing Diego last weekend.
Swing Diego in San Diego, that's one of the big ones where all folks go. So right now, what we'd like to do is to take you to a swing convention where you are the judges, and we'll give you a little bit of a taste of what happens at those. So, if you can give me a little bit of your imagination, we want to now transform you to the grand ballroom of the 5-star Victory Lakes Resort Spa and Racket Club. And have our first competition. One thing you should know, there are 3 types of competitions in West Coast Swing. There are routines called classic or showcase. That's where a couple picks their own music, they make up their own dance, their choreography, they practice together, they get the floor all by themselves. Those are the big dogs. We put them at the end of the program. Then there is Strictly Swing. That's where you get to pick your partner. You can practice dancing with them. But essentially, you don't know what the music is until you're on the floor. That's fun. That's fun. And they do this in varying levels. You're a novice, you're intermediate, you're advanced, you're all-star, or champion. We actually have an all-star, an advanced dancer, an intermediate, and a novice in our group tonight. So you'll get to see all of these levels. The thing that I love most about swing conventions, and I think you guys might agree with this too, is a thing called Jack and Jill. In Jack and Jill, you sign up by yourself. They line up the leaders, they line up the followers, they randomly move them around, and then they put on music that we don't know is going to be played. You're judged as an individual until you get to finals. And once you're in finals, you randomly get a partner, and you're judged as a couple. And that is fun. That is fun. So I think what we'll do is we'll actually start with Jack and Jill. And our first competitors. I've seen Becca dance. She should stick to singing, right? Right? So our first competitors will be Suzanne.
Hey.
And Cindy. Our leaders will be Wayne, Dallas, and myself. Kathy, I think we'll have you come out and help us maneuver people around. Grab this for a second.
Both for me.
Okay, first thing I need is I need someone to tell me leader or follower. Anybody, just yell it out.
Shout it out, shout it out.
Leader or follower?
Leader.
Leader, we got a leader. Need somebody else to yell out a number between 1 and 3.
Go.
I hear 2?
Alright, good.
Okay, so we're going to have the leaders rotate 2 partners to their right. Okay? That means you got to go around that way, buddy. 1, and then I got to go around 2.
That's what we normally do.
That really happened.
Just about 2 minutes. All right, dancers, find a place on the floor.
Ready?
Now this is where you have to watch for musicality, style, ability, and who, I'm sorry Cindy, but I'm killing us with this one, who's the prettiest?
Yeah.
Because of me, not you.
Count shakes up the best.
Dancers, here's your music.
I double clicked.
I am patient. We are waiting on you to get dressed, girl. Yeah. I'm gonna sing it while you put your face on, playing with your makeup. Oh, damn, it looks so good. It hurts me. The design of your body is perfect. Yeah, I don't deserve you. And I'm like, stop, let me take a minute to shut up this moment. Yeah, well, baby, drop everything you're doing now and just hold it. Click, click, click. Pose for me, pose for me. Come on, man. Pose for me. My camera loves you are fashion, the latest style on the scene, girl. I mean it. Yeah, I am reacting. You look cool on my knees, and I'm feeling for you, and girl.
So now we gotta line up as couples.
Yeah.
Good. How about you guys over here? You guys here?
Okay, now, we need, by applause, your favorite ones. right? Okay, here we go. Couple number 1. Couple number 2. Couple number 3. Sounds like couple number 1. I think so. I think got it.
Yeah. We're gonna two-step next.
Oh, unexpected trophy.
All right, so that was our Jack and Jill. Now we'll take a break. We'll do a little social dancing at our convention. Actually, we'll mix in some music. I think right now we'll maybe do a little country. So if you guys want to do a two-step partner. That's fine. How many of you ever two-step before? Anybody ever country dance? I know some people in the room have done line dancing. Because I was here line dancing with them. Today at swing events, they often do a mix of what they call a California mix. So they try to bring in all kinds of other different music and other types of dance. We also see at country dance events, they bring in a lot of swing music, usually on Friday nights, and actually have swing competitions too, ostensibly because it brings more bodies to their event, and they get more money through the door, but it's really fun competition. Now, if I can find us a two-step.
I don't think we went out.
We'll do about 2 minutes of two-step.
Hammer and a chisel, 2 sticks of dynamite, couldn't break the wall of silence that filled this room last night. We could see right through it, was too wide to go around. Only love could move it, and we had to bring it down. We built that wall with angry words, tears and broken trust, a cold and heartless monument standing between us. When we both said I'm sorry, Lord, it shook the ground. That's when the wall came tumbling down. The dozer and the dump truck just wouldn't be enough. All away the mess that we've left lying in the dust. We'll take each piece of foolish pride, sweep it up and then we'll bury it so deep that it will never rise again. We built that wall with angry words, tears and broken trust, a cold and heartless monument standing between us. When we both said I'm sorry, Lord, it shook the ground. That's when the wall came tumbling down.
Band dancers is our two-step for the evening.
Hey!
All right. Right now, I'd like to show off some of my friends here. Wayne and Cindy. Or Wayne, who do you want to hustle with?
Cindy.
That's his wife.
Yeah.
We don't have a chance.
Yeah. I'll
Can you guys hear me
dance
okay?
with all of them. I'll dance with all of them.
Can you guys hear me okay? Back there?
Yeah.
Okay. Very proud of these guys. In 2007, I was on the Masters National Swing Tour. I placed 9th at the U.S. Open, and I was 9th on the U.S. National Tour. Glad I didn't go in 2008, because I think that's when you guys started. And they have done phenomenal. Where are you guys at now? By the way, this is Wayne and Cindy Rohr.
Hey.
They were second in the U.S. Open last year. Third. And where were we on the tour? Second on the National Masters Swing Dance Tour.
Wow.
Hey. All right.
I don't know how that happened.
And that means going to 8, 10 events all across the country, from Tampa to San Diego to Detroit, Dallas. So very, very proud of them. In fact, I cajoled them into doing their Masters routine for you later.
Hey.
But right now, I'm going to ask them to do a little hustle for us. This is kind of like a strictly hustle, because none of us know what this music is like.
No, Sydney's surprised.
Now let me know if it doesn't work. No?
Well, I could, but
Good.
you want? We could. You dance around.
Wayne and Cindy Rohr.
That's my favorite dance.
Well, I think it's time for a little social dancing, so I'm going to ask all of our dancers to come out on the floor. And if any of you would like to do the East Coast with us, step on up here. We'll even give a little free lesson. No takers. No takers. Okay. Now you can also stand at your chair and just kind of go back and forth. You can sit in your chair. Back and forth. No takers. So I'm going to have to talk for 10 minutes.
After seeing her dance, are you kidding?
I know how you feel. I'm around these people all the time.
Don't let him intimidate you. Go for it. I would. I did.
We have partners for you. Nobody? Come on, come on. Come on. We'll try a little bit. If you want to cut in,
You and me? You and me?
or grab somebody who's...
I'll be gentle. I won't.
Uncoordinated.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that.
Anybody back there? No?
I'm going to do
I'll do it, Dad.
what was kind of the Savoy style, or not the Savoy style. Anyway, I'm going to do more of a 2-foot. So I'm just going, rock, step, step, rock, step. Come on, baby girl.
You can do it.
We haven't done this since
Yay!
Whatever you do, I'll follow. Where's my?
I don't know what I'm doing, so.
You gonna take her? Okay. How about you?
My wife and I can dance together very well.
Look at this guy. Yes? We just do this.
There you go. Come on, get Diane. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got a little social dancing here. It's time for just a little more initiative. Now,
I don't know that I want to.
we saw the East Coast. In the country world, the East Coast is very definitely a 3-step, like we demonstrated earlier. From swing, they kind of took the 2-step and the swing and put those together. They came up with a dance called the Fort Worth Shuffle. It still uses that pattern of 2 steps, 3 steps, 3 steps. Somewhere in Texas, somewhere maybe the 70s or 80s, a guy named J.J. Jackson took the dance, which had now become called the double 2-step, and turned it into a progressive double 2. Now, unfortunately, I know we have people that can do the progressive double 2. I don't think we have anybody that can lead it.
I can lead it.
Progressive?
Oh, the regular double two?
Progressive double 2.
It's a double two.
But you're moving.
It's a progressive
Arm over the top behind kind of thing. Anyway.
Oh my
But
gosh.
we can demonstrate the double 2 for you, just so you can see it. Now remember, what is that? What is the swing footwork?
Double 2.
It's either walk, walk, triple step, or it's triple step, rock step. The double 2 is kind of like a, how many people polka?
There you go.
Dance and polka? I like to think the double 2 is a mute polka, because you can do it as fast. You just get a couple of walk steps every once in a while. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to demonstrate the double 2? Grab her, she'll be good.
Walk. W-A-L-K.
We're being on country.
Okay.